Hey everyone, it's John McKinney again here with you, talking about how to use artificial intelligence in human resources. In the last video, I gave you a little bit of my background where I've been working in human resources and specifically kind of within the outdoor adventure industry. If you haven't seen that video, go back and watch it because I do have an interesting background. But I do also teach at a university as well, where I teach human resource and management classes. So in this video, right, what we're talking about, we're continuing on the discussion of how to use artificial intelligence in human resources. In the last video, we took an email from a hiring manager, Tony Stark, where he said, hey, I'm wanting to hire this director of marketing role. It's touching on sales. It's touching on PR. It's touching on content creation. Help me create this job description and job posting. And I walked you through the process on how to be able to take that email, use ChatGPT and AI to be able to generate a more professional job description, mimicking different types of writing styles and kind of like methods of how things should look. And in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to focus on kind of taking that job description and the job posting and coming up with a handful of questions to be able to ask applicants when you do the interviews. So with that being said, we'll just kind of jump into this, and I'll go ahead and share my screen again, where we can talk about how to create those questions for interviews. So if you look at the screen, what you'll see is over here we have the job description and the job posting for the director of marketing position. This is what we did in our last video. What we're trying to do is we want to come up with a specific set of questions to be able to ask someone in the interview. What we're going to do, we're back over here at ChatGPT. Once again, it's a free system that people can use. It's probably the most popular right now, so that's what I use. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this job description, okay, in its entirety. And we're going to come over here and we're going to ask ChatGPT to help us come up with some questions. So we're going to say, please, or I am a interviewer for a job, and I need help coming up with, let's just say 10 questions. This can be any amount of questions you want. It could be 3, it could be 5, it could be 10. It could be 20. Of course, you don't want to overload. You don't want to overload staff, but we're just going to ask for 10 initially to kind of get an idea of different options to work with. So can you come up with 10 questions to ask applicants that are specific to the job duties, skills, and abilities that are required for the job. All right, let's just, here is the job description. All right. So let's just see what it comes up with on, just kind of like an initial test run. All right. It's amazing how quickly AI can come up with this stuff. All right, so it's come up with 10 questions. All right. So here's 10 questions that are tailored to the director of marketing role. Looks like they have some questions about strategic campaign development, social media strategy, developing a website, public relations, sales and collaboration, event promotion, creative content development. It seems to be pretty good to start. So let's just go ahead. We'll come over here. We'll copy them. And we'll just scroll down to the bottom of this document. And let's see, marketing director, interview questions. All right. So on the left, these are all of the 10 questions that we had. Now, if you remember from the job description and when we read through the email, the main points were marketing, PR, and sales. But then there were also smaller sections in here that did talk about like event with doing event promotion and creating like the print materials. So we're gonna go through, and I personally like to limit the questions that we ask to probably like 5 or 6 targeted skilled questions. So just looking through this, website management, that was kind of that was not one of the primary things in the job interview or in the job description. It was mentioned, but it wasn't necessarily one of the primary things. And neither was event promotion. So what we can do, and of course, if you're asking all 10 questions, feel free to go to ask all of these. But since I am personally trying to limit them, I'm going to remove specific questions just so I can focus on the key things. So I'm going to remove that question. I'm going to remove the website management question. Then let's see. Performance and reporting insights is important. Influence. And since this is a director role, it is important to leave the team leadership. So I think we can also remove the influencer outreach question. 3, 4, 5. We still have 7 questions. Yeah, I think we'll actually just stick to these 7, right? Because those kind of hit on a lot of the main points of what we're looking for. Now, the other thing that we could do is, let's say the hiring manager, right? Tony Stark, the person that sent us the email about this position, and they're going to be the one that is responding or also at the interview. So let's just say, the hiring manager has a question as well. And we can take what the hiring manager asks and put it into ChatGPT and ask them to come up with a better way to word it. So let's just say the hiring manager is interested in specifically knowing about the individual's skill set with, we'll just say TikTok, right? With creating TikTok videos. Oh my gosh. TikTok videos. I don't even know if that's how you spell TikTok. That shows my age. With TikTok videos and Instagram Reels. Can you come up with a question that touches on those hard skills? Right. So a lot of these questions on the left side of the screen, they touch on hard skills and soft skills. But we're wanting to specifically know about someone's technical skills with TikTok and Instagram. So I just put in there kind of, a specific question that the hiring manager is looking for. And it's come up with this question as well. We'll just copy it and we'll come over here. And all right, so That is a question that we added in there specifically trying to target something that the hiring manager is looking for. So these are just, a list of interview questions that ChatGPT helped us come up with. So similar to like the job description, what I would do at this point is kind of go back and forth with the hiring manager to see if this really touches on what we're looking for and ideally what we want in a applicant. So we do have kind of like some questions where we ask for them to give us examples of what they've done in the past. We do have some like situational type questions. And so like this public relations question, that's a situational question. The social media strategy, that's looking for specific examples that someone's done in their work previously. So, it touches on a variety of different interview questions. If you've learned in any staffing classes the different types of questions, you want to ask a variety when you're doing interviews, right? Situational, performance-based questions, example questions, all of those types of things. So this really sets a good precedence for the questions that you can ask. Ask the role specifically to the marketing director position that we're hiring for. So I hope that you were able to learn a lot about this video where we specifically go over how to create the questions for the interviews related to the director of marketing position, but you can do this with really any position that you're hiring for, right? Put in the job description, run questions, and then try to iron out those questions to really be able to target the specific things you're looking for. So yeah, I've enjoyed kind of talking about this. I think we do have another video as well. So yeah, I will see you in the next one.